Welcome to the Atlas Masterclass. Tonight we're cooking a beautiful fish dish. So in Portugal they love eating seafood. There's no two ways about it. So we've got our fish here. So I've kept the skin on and we're just going to pan sear this. So we're using blue Grenadier and then we've got some potatoes and some onions. So we're just going to boil those in some salted water and then we're just going to, so I'll get those on first. So I just cut them into nice sort of thin slithers. And this is going to be the base of the dish. So you just want to get the water on behind me is boiling. A lot of salt in there just to really season this up. And just cut these potatoes nice and thin. And just while they're cooking in nice salted water, I'm just going to just quickly cook off some onion. So I'll just dice this onion up and I just want to sweat this off quickly. So this is just going to be used just to season our actual potatoes behind me. So there's no real right or wrong way to do it. You just want to get that lovely onion, you know, just quickly cooked down. So I'm going to slice it quite thinly. You can dice it, slice it, do whichever way you like. Just want to just give it a quick cook so it's translucent in quite a lot of olive oil. And then we're going to go heavy on the lemon juice and salt. So this dish is all about that simplicity. You've got the olive sauce as well that's going to really complement the dish, but I've kept it really nice and easy. And at the same time, I'm just going to put my eggs in with my potatoes. So the eggs, we just want to boil them for about 8 minutes. So I'm just going to have a look at the time now. Yep, so we've got about 8 minutes there. So with the onions, I've got my pan on, just preheating, quite heavy on the olive oil. So this is just a really nice simple sauce. So just seeing onions sweated off nicely. I've heated up the pan, so you just see they'll start cooking instantly. And you just want to let them sort of just cooking over about a medium heat, just sweating them off so they start to break down, and that's it. And then we're going to go straight in, plenty of lemon juice, and that's as simple as the sauce gets with some parsley as well. So I'll just grab a little, got a little bowl ready. So with my fish, I'm going to put a little bit of oil on the skin. Really rub that into the skin. And there as well. And heavily salt the fish. So this fish, they usually use a salted fish for this. I just wanted to omit this step just because it will take a long time for it to salt, and you sort of get the idea. But I just want to really emphasize that, you know, that heavy seasoning of salt on the fish like that, the olive oil, and we're going to press that down while we cook it to get that skin sort of cooking nicely and keep the fish flat. With this fish though, the skin's very thin. It's not like a barramundi or a snapper, so you're not going to get that ultra crispy skin, but you are going to let it cook really beautifully. So I'll show you how to do that in a minute. So with these onions, just sweating away nicely, and the potatoes and the egg are cooking along nicely too. So we're just going to give everything a couple of minutes, let it do its thing, and I'll be checking back in a moment. So I'm just going to give those onions a little season now, and we're going to get them straight out of the pan. So as you can see, I've made plenty here for my dish, but I'm just going to use about half. I'll just keep the other half on the side. And just if I need to adjust it. So these onions are just slowly sweated. As you can see, we're not going for any colour. We just want them just nicely cooked off. Start preheating my pan back up on a sort of low to medium heat. And our potatoes and eggs are about a minute away. So what we'll do is we're going to wash a bit of parsley and we'll put it through the onion with some potato, crush it up and make a mix, and that will be on the base of the plate. Then we've got the olives on top, and then our beautiful fish on top of that. So, you know, the source of this dish is that lemon juice and that olive oil. So it's really important to, you know, taste it as you're cooking it and think, right, what does it need? You know, the olives will have that saltiness. And I have omitted garlic from this recipe because I actually, from the actual cook with the onions, because I put heaps of garlic in this black olive paste. So you're going to have that garlicky heat from that. You know, the beautiful vegetables, all just pretty simple, you know, cooked in salted water, heaps of olive oil, heaps of lemon juice, and, you know, for tasty nonetheless. So I'll just have a look as well at the potatoes. So they'll be cooking up nicely, but they're still a few minutes away. So you just want to let them just cook and do their thing. When they go translucent, they'll be ready. And I'm happy if they do break down a little bit. So I'm just going to leave those on. So now I'm going to take the eggs out and just let them rest. And I'll give those potatoes just another minute or so. But while the potatoes are happening, I'm just going to start cooking my fish. So to cook the fish, straight in the pan, plenty of oil, let the oil start to heat up. And I'm just going to go in and I'm going to use my plate as a weight to keep that fish flat in the pan, and that will help get that really nice even cook across the skin. If you don't do this, you can find that fish will sort of curl up and the middle of the skin will be undercooked but the outside will be overcooked. So it's worth a try. So potatoes are about 1 minute or so away. And my eggs, I'm just going to crack into it, see how they're looking. They've boiled beautifully. So to peel the egg, I just run them under some cold water. The water helps actually release the shell, and that's how I'll get the nice, a nice shape of the egg. Don't worry too much if you break it a little bit, it's okay. So I've soft boiled them nicely. Check my fish. So that's it. So with the fish, let it cook, do its thing on the skin. And you'll know the fish, the best way to cook, to not understand with fish, is once it releases itself from the pan, you know it's ready. So if you can't shake it and it moves, it's not ready. So I'm just going to leave it to cook through there. Potato's almost ready, and I'm just going to quickly peel my other egg. Oh, just cracked that a bit too hard. Great, now I'm just going to get my plate ready. So the fish is cooked through. I'm just going to let the heat of the pan just finish that cook for me. Pretty happy. I might just use this scraper to pick that up. And my potatoes are almost there, so they're starting to crack. So that's a good sign. So what I'm going to do is get my potatoes, scooping some out, let some of that moisture fall off them, into the onion. And now come over with that olive oil and lemon juice, and be very, very heavy on the lemon. So it's looking beautiful. With the parsley, just grab a little bit off your bunch, quick wash, and just chop it up through there. And then we're going to break that all up. So really let the have a little taste. So really nice acidity, but more salt necessary. So now we've got the salt in there. beautiful. So we've got the fish looking great. Sorry, the garnish looking great. I'm going to come across and look for a spatula. Going on top with our piece of fish. So flipping that over. So see how the skin, it's so light, it will rip a little bit, but that's okay. Then I'm going to go on top with my egg. Cutting that egg. And then just garnishing with this beautiful olive sauce. So just remember this has plenty of garlic in it, plenty of flavour for you. And that there is our, beautiful first night, Portugal. First fish, a second fish dish with the Atlas Masterclass, and there'll be plenty more of these to come. Just really, it's nice. We've got the time to really mix it up and, create some brand new dishes. It's been really exciting and start to think outside the box. And then we just chop up a little bit more parsley just to garnish, and look at that. That's exciting. That's our beautiful fish. So we've got blue Grenadier with egg, potato and sweated onions, some olives, parsley, lemon juice. Enjoy.